I said one day that inside your serious relationship, there are several other serious relationships inside. And so when you are in a serious relationship, that should not stop you from smiling back, exchanging numbers, making friends. That's the look. Because as a woman, I'm not asking you to jump from one bed to the other, but be open to friendship. I was very emphatic. I said, don't jump from one bed to the other. Zip up, but make friends. Be open to friendship. Because your boyfriend has serious relationships, which his friends know that you're not the only our wife, but they give him room to choose from the serious relationships. What's that? Reality. It's the truth. But then you see people come out of 13 years relationship, 10 years relationship, and then they are not married. You now see after 15 years, we were together in our secondary school. Because I now know they stop acting married, stop acting taken when the competition is still on.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Popcentral podcast right here on Popcentral TV, DStv 189. And of course, if you listen to us across the streaming platforms, thank you for joining in. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Last week was incredible, you guys. The comments, thank you. We see you, right? And we always appreciate every time you show up, letting us know that we're doing a good stuff right here. My name is Grandprince and Anniebet, and yes, happy to be back with a brand new episode. Today's episode is going to be absolutely amazing, right? Because I have got somebody in the studio who is exceptional at what she does. She's a producer, an actor. I would still call her an actor, an activist, and every other thing, every other good thing that you would describe a good person in this industry. I'm talking about the very beautiful, amazing Anniebet Francis.
Ooh, I'm feeling so fly. Man, such hyping. I've made it in life.
Yes, so
I have to tell the world that Grand Prince took his time to hype me on his show.
You should actually spread dollars and pounds.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for hosting me.
Listen, I don't even know where to start from, but your career is one that is very, interesting to watch and follow. From being an actress to just transitioning to being a full-time producer, So let's start from there, really. Why was that transition important for you?
I grew up watching Nollywood films, and people used to tell me I look like Genevieve. So I wanted to be Genevieve when I grew up. So I loved acting. Of course, the normal story. Yeah. I started acting at a very tender age. But then on a very serious note, I know that my mother loved taking me out, because if we go for any event, as I'm coming back, I'm going to recreate everything that happened at that event, including church. I would come and mimic the pastor, how he was praying, how he was keeping his head. Yeah. So, and then the children's department thing, we used to act then. But when I grew older, I started acting in Nollywood. I wanted to be a star, but I had a moment in my life that changed my perception about life. And that moment was phenomenal. It was a turning point for me. And then at that point, I felt that I was better off being the sky.
Do you want to share with us what that you probably shared it to a couple of folks already, but do you want to share with us?
Yeah, of course. That's why I love to tell stories. So I was in Lagos sometime in 2015, and I went for an audition. I lived in Lagos from 2013.
Okay.
I went for an audition, and I met a girl from my town, from Akwa, Ibom. I met her at an audition. I'm like, oh wow, you're in Lagos now? She said yes. So where are you staying? She's staying in a hotel. And I'm like, okay, you came to work. Are you on a set? She said, no, she just came to Lagos to explore, to see if she can audition and get roles. And I know the girl. I know that she's not that financially buoyant to comfortably afford staying in a hotel in Lagos.
Of course. So you just instantly knew what
she was going through. I knew that it was the passion, because I've been there before. The passion for acting is like, it's like they're drumming something in your head, saying, move it. I'm serious. Because I remember there was a time a supposed director told my girlfriend, who knew that I really wanted to act, that he's directing a film in Lagos. And I was so happy that I got someone that spoke to someone and I've been promised a role. So I left Akwa Ibom for Lagos for that project. And it was a scam. Yeah, it was a scam.
So you traveled all the way
So
down.
I traveled by road. Emphasis.
Stop it.
By road. So I came to Lagos, and because I have worked in Lagos before, so I thought I was going to have the same experience. Get into Lagos and they move you into a movie camp where you have other crew members, other actors. But surprisingly, I got to Lagos and the address I was given was this director's house. Okay, be patient.
What?
Yes, the director's house. And I waited. I was thinking that maybe he wanted me to, that was the closest to a bus stop that I could get to him without stress. So I was waiting for him to come to take me to the camp. I waited. I like Sufe said, I don't wait sote. I don't lose weight too. I waited forever and there was nothing like that. So I had to ask, where is the camp? He said, yeah, the camp is somewhere. The camp is somewhere. So when am I going to the camp? He said tomorrow.
Listen, it's giving red flags.
Of course.
Everywhere.
And that's why being street smart is very good. So I wasn't comfortable with that. I'm like, okay, tomorrow, where am I sleeping tonight? In his house.
Okay.
I'm like, do you live alone? He said, yes. It's a 2-room, so I knew I was in trouble. Passion did what? Passion led me into trouble.
So what did you do?
What I did was I activated the street sense in me. I said, okay, what is the worst case scenario? Are we going to get into a fight? What can I use to hit this guy if anything happens? I'm serious. I started thinking like that. And then, okay, it dawned on me that it was just a 2-room, not a self-contained, not a flat. So the bathroom and the toilet were outside. I mean, shared toilet. So I told him I want to have a bath. It's okay. So he helped me with water. I had my bath, came back, got dressed, waited for him. Because I knew, of course, he's going to shower. So he went out to shower. And by the time he came back, I locked him out. So if I'm going to sleep in this room, in your house.
You locked the man out of his own house.
Yes, because you can't tell what plans. It was risky.
Yeah.
So the only thing both of us had to act like we don't have sense.
A man who's gonna risk you traveling all the way down.
Of course, you should know who you're dealing with. Yeah. So all of us had to act like that we're not having sense. So I did not have sense to at that point in time. So we're now talking through the window. The neighbors were alert at this point. What's happening? I said, I entered character. That film I came to act, I acted it there with that cameras. I gave myself direction and started acting. So I started shouting that I'm not going to sleep in this house with you. I came from Uyo, Akwa Ibom to Lagos because of a film project, and then you're asking me to sleep in your house. Not like you have a wife and family, and I will feel safe, but sleep in a house with a full-grown man that is not related to me in any way.
Crazy.
It's not going to happen. So you're going to sleep, find a place, your neighbor's room, and sleep. In the morning I'll leave, but I'm not sleeping with you.
All this through the window. Yes,
we're talking. Open. It was dying towel now, so you cannot do much. I had carried all the chairs to block the door. So his neighbors came out. They were like, every time you see small children that acting. Maybe some of them felt that those girls came knowing willingly exactly what they were coming for. Yeah. But I guess my case blew it off. That this is not what it really is. So they asked him to find a way and give me hotel money for accommodation that night, and the landlord sent someone to take me to a hotel where I slept and went back to Akwa Ibom the next day. Yes. So when I saw that girl, I remembered that incident, and I said to myself, I should go back to my state, because it's the passion that brought me from Akwa Ibom to Lagos that year. It's the same passion that is bringing this girl to Lagos again this year. And you never can tell the kind of characters she's going to meet, right, while pursuing this passion. So I felt that if I start producing film at my place in Akwa Ibom, I'm going to help these young people chase their acting dreams without going through a lot, without putting themselves in harm's way like I did. And not everyone will be as bold and coconut headed like me to pull such stunts and come out. I mean, I had an experience. Someone took me to what's that? Dumota. Is that Dumota? No, that's close. There's one market that used to sell television, TV, somewhere out of Lagos.
What?
Yes.
I don't know that.
There's one market. How can I forget that market?
Alaba.
Thank you, Alaba. Do you know what that Alaba market is? That's the end of Lagos.
Crazy.
Yes, some guy took me there, still on top of film, acting. They want me to meet the marketer. Why are you laughing?
The market?
The marketer is in Alaba.
Alaba.
Yes. So come and meet the marketer. He wants to shoot films, so they want to make me lead. This guy took me like this. The journey wasn't here. I got to that place. I met the marketer, who now came with another story that the EP of the job is coming in from America this afternoon. So we'll go to his hotel room and meet with him so you can sign a contract. I say again, as at this point, I'm not.
You had already got through the other one.
I'm already used to this kind of, as in I've already known that these things happen. You get. So that one I was just very smart. I just sent a text to my friend. I said, ring my line, and when I call, start shouting. Did you cook? I asked you to make food. I'm an actor. So I just did the girl a message, and she called, and I put it on speaker. Please hold on, my sister is calling me. And I went, where are you? Have you finished cooking? What time? I'm like, I'm sorry, please. I had this, so I could mention their names.
Yeah.
I had this meeting with this person, so they will know that my family knows I'm with them. So they're talking hotel. Yeah. So I had this meeting with this person. It was very important because it's actually my acting. They want to give me lead role. So I came to meet with the marketer who said I should come and meet the EP.
Hey,
the EP, yes, they say he's coming in from America. We're going to his hotel room. Hotel room? If you're not back in this house in the next, I'm sorry, auntie, I'm coming now. Yeah, my sister said I should not come. So you get my point. So I'm like, I don't know what.
Crazy.
Honestly, as in crazy things happen. Crazy
the fact that
things.
you have to put on performance to safeguard yourself.
Of course,
it's the wildest thing.
Yes. So I knew that not everybody would be like me, would think on their feet like that. And I felt the need to go back home. So I said to myself, why do you want to be a star? You want to act, be known, Genevieve, spotlight, celebrity. But I think you serve a lot. You do humanity a lot if you just become the sky that projects the stars. So I now switched from acting to producing full time.
That is such a proper reason for the switch, But since you started doing it, has there been fulfillment? Like,
yes.
Do you feel better?
I feel better when the product is out there and people appreciate it, and then the young people I give opportunity are doing well, and they come. Their mothers send me messages. That's actually the fulfillment for me. Thank you so much. My daughter got a job on your production. There was no stress. Nobody harassed her. You get so because if I see someone that is good, I'll come to you and tell you you're good. So my next job, I'm going to give you an opportunity. So that's the fulfillment for me, that I've saved someone's child from the stress of traveling maybe to Lagos to meet a scam director. You get so because like the world, people are very for now. Some harvesting is a deal.
Listen.
You get. Recently when all this drama, the trending issue came up, that experience that I came all the way, I traveled from Akwa to Lagos for a film shoot. Holy Ghost fire. God forbid if anything had happened to me, I will not be there to tell my story. It will be another trending thing. You get. So I'm happy that when I give these young people an opportunity and I save them the stress of coming to Lagos or traveling to wherever and exposing themselves to characters like the people I met in the past. So
what's the sector like in Akwa Ibom? And also seeing that you do not just produce the films for Akwa Ibom, you literally bring in superstars, from Lagos here into your state to create this film. What's the market like? What's the reception like?
Of course, the people love it. They love the fact. Imagine that you bring a woman from wherever, maybe anywhere, to play alongside a Bimbo Akintola. You've made her day. She's a star of the picture. So they love it. They love the experience, and the people we bring actually love the state.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Films are amazing, guys. You guys already know how I always
course.
shout and just talk about. Of
course, like the fact that they leave their hotel rooms and like in less than 30 minutes we are at the location. Are we at the location? Yes. Just like that, yes. No traffic. And of course our food.
Yeah.
So the reception has been very good, both from the visitors that I bring in and the host community. They just love it that you're making films in their homes, on their streets, and like when the film is showing, like, oh, that's that roundabout. Oh, it's looking very beautiful in the film. So the reception has been pretty good and encouraging.
So do you think that if we have more people who are here now, if they would be selfless enough to leave Lagos itself and go to like their hometowns and create opportunities for young people, the young people might actually, feel a bit better and have more opportunities to shine. Saying this because recently I read something. Someone's doing a Q&A on an actor was doing a Q&A on his story, and then somebody asked, "Oh, I'm an actor. I'm very passionate about acting, but the problem is I live in Kaduna. What do you think? Should I move or what?" And the person said, "Me, I'm from," mentioned the state where he's from. "I left my state and I came here." If you need to actually shine, you would have to actually leave where you are and come here. But I mean, if more people are selfless as you are, leave here, go back to their hometowns and create these opportunities, do you think that we're going to have more stars and more opportunities for people to shine?
I actually want to believe that it's time we start to decongest Lagos State. That's the reality. Now, you see, sometimes when you go with the crowd, you get missing, you get lost, because everybody's doing the same thing that you're doing. Now, I'll give an example. I love what is happening in Edo State. The likes of Victor Sanchez, the Kabate Sosa, they're going back to Edo State to build an industry. Right now, Edo State is like the new film hub. They're actually advertising that producers should come to Edo State and make films. So now what is that going to do for Edo State? They're going to have homegrown stars, which is going to help them create jobs for the people of Edo State. So when you say, can people go home and make, beyond giving actors a platform to shine, you're actually helping the economy of your state.
That's true.
It's beyond acting. That's why I keep saying Nollywood is bigger than what people think it is. It's not a place of action. Come and shoot film and be a star. Nollywood, as a matter of fact, is the second highest employer of labor after agriculture. Because this is one industry that the value chain is actually enormous. If you have a movie set employs a music producer. It employs a songwriter. It employs a vocalist, like a recording artist, someone that can sing very well. It employs a tailor, a stylist, a makeup artist, a photographer, a gaffer. Are you even talking about film people? I mean people that are not film related.
Exactly.
Because the food you're eating is cooked by someone, a caterer.
That's true.
Who has staffers like assistants. So you have carpenters.
Exactly.
You have electricians, because you cannot go to work on a set without an electrician. Someone has to know how to connect the wires and all of that. So you see what I'm saying? Transport companies, because you're going to rent buses for location bus, you're going to hire a driver. So you see the value chain. Yeah. So when you say, okay, it's beyond just going to give actors an opportunity to shine, it's actually going to create wealth for your state. So we should start thinking in that direction. Beyond helping stars, beyond giving birth to new actors, new faces, you're actually going to do more. So I think people should start thinking of decongesting Lagos State. Are we not the ones that watch Telemundo?
Right.
We watch Z World. If that year Z World, you go to somebody's shop to buy something, say, please wait, let me see what will happen in this place. Oh Lord.
Not me though.
Okay, not you.
Because I'm just like, yo, this is supposed to be too dramatic.
Yes.
But I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Know,
So people should start thinking of developing other places because entertainment is not even language. There's no barrier.
Yeah.
Now that, for instance, I did a film in English, they dubbed it in French. It's showing.
Is it?
Yes.
What film is that?
Higher Crime.
Oh yeah, we talked.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that now.
You get what I'm saying? So there are things you can do. Go to your place and see how it can decongest Lagos. There are lots of stars to be born, but Lagos is like everybody's there. There are people that are limited. They can't come here, but they have so much to give.
Yeah.
So I really believe that, yes, it's the fact that Lagos is where it's happening, but stars are born from many other places.
Yeah.
It happens in Hollywood. Look at what this guy is doing. The guy that owns the studio in Atlanta. Can I forget my role model?
Who is that? I can't think.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry,
yes. He left left Hollywood
and
said he wanted to build something in Atlanta. They wanted to be that in his word, Hollywood, he will be sitting on someone's table to eat. He wants to build his table and own it.
I love it.
And that's what he did in Atlanta. And you can tell that he has actually helped a lot of stars to come out. So
he's built something, Yo, this is very daring, What's your move out story, like when you moved from here? Because I mean, you had said you were here for a bit, you've done some acting gigs. I know you were on Hush.
I was on Hush, yeah.
I know you were on Hush. I know you were in a couple of other things as well. So what was it like for you? Just, you know what, that's it, I'm moving, What's the movie
I
story?
cannot forget what my friend said to me. She was like, girl, what's happening? I said, I'm going back to my place. The same place you came from because there were no jobs there. Yes. She said to me, you're hustling backwards. That's...
Yeah, because you know how this moving back thing is, right? When you move and you move back, it's like, what's going on?
I'm not moving to Hollywood, let's just say. I'm going back to the same place I came out from because there were no jobs. So why are you moving back? Are there jobs now? No. I want to go and create jobs. Oh, Messiah. All right, so it was actually scary, right? I wouldn't lie to you. I was actually, are you okay? Are they doing you in the village? What's going on? But then I was convinced because it wasn't really about me. I felt like I'm doing this for people. Maybe this is why I met this girl. So it was scary initially, but one of the things that gave me the courage was the fact that I had built good relationships with people in Lagos. So I knew that however it's going to be, I have people that I can call and say, I need help. And that's what played out. All the James Amokwe, there are Sofolushe. I'm like, please come and help me build my state. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But it was tough. I'm not going to lie that it was a walk through the park. No, it wasn't. It was actually very crazy because I was doing something new. And even the people I went to do this thing for, some of them did not understand what I was coming to do. Some thought I came to take over the industry and be the chairman or whatever, but that was not it. It was actually very challenging, but
what was the first thing you did when you moved back?
The first thing I did, I went back home and called for a meeting. I asked people to come, let's build. I've been to Lagos, I see how things work.
Yeah.
So I want to bring Lagos to Akwa Ibom. I need people who will work with me. That's the first thing I did. We had a meeting. I spoke with some people, the excitement and everything, but it wasn't that smooth. Talk is cheap.
Yeah,
talk is cheap. It wasn't that smooth. So we had to okay, let's see if this is going to work. What is she really doing? Then when it started making sense and now started had people coming on board, okay, this is nice, okay, this is good, this is what we're trying to do then. Yeah,
interesting. Guys, we're going to go on a quick break now. When we are back from this break, we're going to talk about this latest film that is going to be out as at when this episode is out, of course, and we're super excited about that one, and of course, amongst other things, right here with the very beautiful, amazing Anniebet Francis. Stick around and see you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. Popcorn 10 right here. Of course, Grandprince and Anniebet with the amazing Anniebet Francis. First of all, the amazing Anniebet Francis. Why do we always have to add the amazing in front of it?
Okay, so I had to rebrand.
Why?
Because I used to be actually very noisy. As in, I don't know how to put this on TV. I hope I can say this. So, I had issues with the society. I grew up thinking that the society is just very selfish. I thought that the society is a set of people or a group of people that don't care how you survive, but they're just very judgmental.
Well, that's what it is.
You get. So it didn't sit well with me. So I was at war with the society. So everything the society does not like, as far as I'm not committing crime, is what I'm going to do. So I'm one girl that would wear a hot pants to the bank. Because I just love the fact that people are going to be offended at the sight of me.
Wow.
Do you understand?
Wow.
So, and
can we also talk about the fact that you're very controversial on social media?
Well,
like you're very opinionated.
Yes, that's the word. So now, because
media.
when I tell people I'm a shy person, they're like, what's that?
Yeah, what do you mean?
You get. So now when people say that I'm controversial, I think we live in a society that people are scared to talk. Or people are asked to sugarcoat what they have to say, and you're just follow the trend. Everybody says this is the way. So you're not supposed to think for yourself and have your own opinion. So but I come out the way I feel. Like I say it's the way it is. And of course that doesn't really, so once you start having opinion that is not what is popular on the street, they think you're controversial. But why they think I'm controversial is I have energy. So if I say something and you do a clap, you try to make it look like it's something that you should clap back, I will dedicate my week. I will not do anything for that week.
I said what I said. If you have a problem
with my full chest, I'm going to do a follow-up on that thing. We'll be at it for like 1 week until you're all tired. I'm going to be, I'll get you weary. I'll drain you. So that's the part
what
that
has
I
been
think
your
I'm
most viral opinion
so
on socials?
I said one day that inside your serious relationship, there are several other serious relationships inside. And so when you are in a serious relationship, that should not stop you from smiling back, exchanging numbers, making friends. That's the look. Because as a woman, I'm not, and I wrote there with emphasis, I'm not asking you to jump from one bed to the other, but be open to friendship. Okay. I was very emphatic. I said, don't jump from one bed to the other. Zip up, but make friends. Be open to friendship. Because your boyfriend has serious relationships, which his friends know that you're not the only our wife. But they give him room to choose from the serious relationships. What's that? Reality. It's a choose. But then you see people come out of 13 years relationship, 10 years relationship, and then they are not married. You now see after 15 years, we were together in our secondary school. Because I now know they stop acting married. Stop acting second when the competition is still on. Men, my brother, they came for me. The guys did not take it but it was controversial. It was something that lasted for like 1 week. All the blogs took it.
Yeah, it went on blogs. It went on like major blogs.
Everybody was. It was serious. It was a serious thing. And people came out with, my dear, stories. I read stories and my ears were like, I'm like, who sent me? Girls, my gender, we have seen Shege.
My gender too, we've seen Shege.
Please. You know, people keep saying that men have time, women don't have time. The biological clock doesn't really favor men.
Okay.
So let's not go there.
Okay. Men have time, women don't have time.
They don't. I'll give you an example.
That's true. I'm not gonna deny that.
That's the truth. Because for instance, if I had a relationship with some guy and he lasted for 10 years and he leaves me to marry, he could leave me and marry a girl that is 5 years younger than I am, or even 10 years younger than I am. But if I leave a guy after 10 years relationship, that guy can marry someone that is 10 years younger than him. Women don't have that advantage.
But I mean, who's stopping you from doing that?
You want to hear that my mother said I should not marry someone that is older than me.
But that's actually listening to what your mother is saying.
The guy,
stopping you.
not the girl.
Oh, right.
It's men that always have those excuses. My mother, my church, my family. Do you get?
Yeah.
So, and don't forget that as far as marriage is concerned, women don't force men to marry them. That's a topic for another day.
Listen, I think that might be correct and that might be wrong as well.
Okay.
It depends, because there's been a couple of women. Some women force men to marry them. E.g., I'm pregnant, you must marry me. I cannot give bite to a child that I've not married inside marriage. And so it leads to automatic bride price payments. That's why, rush. That's literally, some women get pregnant deliberately because they want to lock you in and keep you.
Because
some even lie.
That's the guy that wants to marry them. Have you seen Coconut Hate Men? You
But
will
that's
born.
the thing, right?
You will born that child. They'll take the child from you. I'm serious. So maybe the guy actually was having double mind, was not sure.
Yeah.
I have one. If a guy doesn't want to marry you, if you like, give birth to triplets. They will they'll take care of you, hospital bill, give you allowances till the children are old enough for them to take from you. You get my point.
Yeah.
But leave the pregnancy thing. You could be in a relationship with a guy for 10 years. He's not seeing marriage with you. If you like, use your intestine to cook afang. He will meet a girl and marry that girl in 1 month.
That's true.
So women have
it's
to
true.
be.
Men cannot even lie, support much. It's the facts. It's the truth. Like, let's be honest about it. And I think it could go same for women too.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's a two-way thing. There's some women that will probably date you for a bit and say, I don't think I'm ready, but meet some other guy for whatever reason.
Yeah.
They've decided to, and you know what? I think I'm ready. Let's do it. So I think it's not really
A typical example. They say
thing.
prayer for singles. How many men go out? How many women go?
True.
So that
I
post
see.
was very.
Yeah, aside, so you've been doing a couple of posts too, calling out people with your full chest.
Yes, I do.
And, do you think that is giving you some sort of enemies? Enemies against you, enemies against your craft, and against what you do?
Well, the thing is, like you say, it's a two-way thing. I've actually met people that just love me for the fact that I say things the way they are. Now, I think I have more friends, more fans than enemies. For instance, every time they drag me online, my followership increases. And I meet amazing people. I meet people who I'm telling their story, who don't have the courage that I have to speak up, right? And so you won't even believe that. I think I should open a relationship lounge and be collecting money.
Be like, at this point.
Because I have a lot of people come talk to me about their marriages. Yes. They just feel that they have been told a lie, and then they are suffering and smiling inside marriage. You get it? So when they see someone like me come and say things, and I say it, and I'm like, I said this, so the next post I'm going to bring an instance, make a reference, have a reference point to why I said what I said. So they think that, okay, I think you're knowledgeable in this regard, Chiket. So I've met a lot of beautiful people because of the kind of posts I make. And I have, seriously, married women who come to my inbox and said, I want my child to be close to you. Yes, I want my child to be close to you because this is what we need in our society. We need women who have the courage to speak up, to say how it feels, and not just try to be liked. People just want to be liked. I don't want to be liked. I want to be authentic. So I don't want you to like me because I'm pretending to be the society standard of a good girl. It doesn't really work like that for me. For where? How is he paying? It's not paying anything.
Listen, let's talk about higher crimes. I'm so excited about it. It comes out June 14th in Nigerian cinemas. You guys check it out. Bimbo Akintola is in this one. A lot of people, like, I've seen the cast list and I'm just like, listen, let's really talk about it. What is it about higher crimes that we really have to check out?
Okay, so let me ask a question, because this is what I like to ask people. If, for instance, you are a girl, you're a lady, and then your fiancé rapes your sister, your biological sister, are you going to shield your fiancé from justice, or you're going to help your sister get justice?
If I'm a lady, my fiance sleeps with my sister, will I save my fiance, or
will you help your sister to get
help
justice?
my sister? It's a dicey one.
Very dicey.
Yeah, because your sister is blood. Your fiance, you're not married yet, right?
But it's a love song. Love is blood now.
Love is madness. Let me It's a tough one, really. Like,
it's a tough one.
It would be a tough decision.
Exactly. So that's what we'll try to address, because if you follow trends, you have, for instance, you have a lot of families that fathers are sleeping with their daughters.
Yes. We don't talk a lot about it, but it did happen.
Of course, it's happening.
Yeah.
And then their wives, who happen to be the girl's mother.
Yeah.
Let's save the family image. Let's not take it out there. Let's not drag the family name in the mud. And even churches, GOs, pastors are abusing their church members, and they're like, oh, do not touch a man of God. He's anointed. You get my point. So now these scenarios create what we call a culture of silence. And now the culture of silence is a higher crime. Now rape is a crime, but the culture of silence, either on the victim's side or family or society, is a higher crime. Now, why is it a higher crime? When you are silent in the face of a crime, when a crime takes place, now what you do is you deprive the victim of justice. This is going to reflect poorly on her self-esteem. They begin to lose themselves. Some of them slip into depression. Some of them can't even come out successful. Some of them become a problem for the society. You see a girl that lives in the club. She's drinking, getting home drunk. You see a girl that doesn't want to date anybody. You see a girl that tells you, I love you, no, you want to have sex, let's have sex. Because they have been psychologically, emotionally damaged. They cannot understand what is love. They don't even see humanity. They just believe that this place is not a good place. The world is a terrible place. Human beings are horrible.
Yeah.
Do you get my
I
point?
agree.
So you have a lot of broken people. So when victims are oppressed, they cannot speak up. They have no one to speak up for them. They become broken. We have a lot of damaged people like that. Now, so the person who is silent, the family member, the church member who decides to protect the victim and keep quiet about things, you have committed a higher crime, because one, the victim you're protecting is going to claim another victim. Example, the trending Afiba case.
Yeah.
There's a girl that came out on Daddy Freeze live and said she had this experience. She tried to speak up. She spoke with people. She started blogs. She met police, but nobody said anything.
Yeah.
Now, do you know that if at that point an action was taken, Celine and Afiba will not be missing today?
That's true.
Even in my state, there's a guy called Udwara Basi. This one.
Yeah, I remember
He posted,
that story.
he posted a job opportunity, and a young girl went there to get a job. And what happened to her? Now, after that incident, we had stories of people that had the same experience with the guy, but they didn't say anything. Culture of silence. There's a guy that a girl, that one, he met his Waterloo, actually butchered him in his house in Akwa Ibom, somewhere on a back road.
Oh my
Now,
God.
what happened when the case was out? People came out and said, this guy is dead, this guy raped me. Several cases like that. That's the thing. So now we have a society that makes it difficult for people to speak up. Sometimes you might want to speak up, but this is going to be a tough war. Can I win this case? Because it comes with some negativity.
Yeah.
So what is the essence of us telling the story higher crime? We want people to understand the danger of silence, that not all silence is golden.
That's such a revelation to why the film is being created, and it feels like it has a proper purpose,
yes.
to it. And I just love the way you've been able to explain it and put it together. The cast list, talk to me about it. Why did you guys decide to, pair up these talented people?
If Bimbo Akintola, she's an acting god.
Yeah, Bimbo is amazing.
From the gardener, she's so deep. She's so deep as an actor. Because it's my story. So most times when I have a story, I have an actor in mind.
Yeah.
I just said it is Bimbo that will give me this emotion, this range of emotion. So she suited the character, and then I needed someone. When a philanthropist is out there, has a case, all the big lawyers used to come out to say, no, it cannot be this person. So we needed to bring an Uncle Kepi, who was a son in the film, to defend Geoffrey, who was played by Femi Branch. So I needed these 3 characters because it gave it a balance. We had an emotional bimbo who was not someone that did not have much of self-esteem. She's just someone that my husband is a man's world, you get. So she played that character extremely well. And then why we went for Enwong Obasibo for Tife. Have you seen Prison Break?
Oh yeah.
Michael Scofield.
Yeah.
From the beginning of the film, you can't see him coming the way he came through in the film. Yeah. That's what we
No spoilers though.
Exactly. That's it.
Listen, I'm excited, and personally I haven't seen it yet, but I'm just really excited to see, how it turns out. At the end of the day, what is that one thing that would happen that would make you so happy that you are fulfilled with sharing the story and telling this one to the world?
Yes, there's something that happens when I make films. I remember when I made a short film on emergency response in Nigeria. Few weeks after the movie was premiered, I had this girl send me a message. I saw an accident victim today. I wanted to leave, and I remembered your film.
Aww.
I was so fulfilled. I was like, Jesus, this is why I made this film. So as a storyteller, I see storytelling as a call for social action. So I love to tell stories that mirror the society. And then what I want to happen when people see this film is what I have been getting in my other movies. Someone should get up and say, something happened to someone and I kept quiet about it. I'm going to speak up. I also want to leave the cinema and call a friend and said, that story you told me and I did nothing. I want to act now. I want some people to go back home and their conscience begins to speak to them. That the things you were doing before or you did not do then, it's never too late to do it now. I want people to begin to understand that there are victims, because that's the problem we have in our country. There's no place for victims. There's always a way to blame the victim, and there's always a way to gag the victim. Just say, oh, I had an experience. 24th December 2007. Somebody wanted to rape me in a car. Yes. But still, this is my coconut head. I came out of it. I came out of a moving car.
Stop.
Yes. And I was bruised. It was on 24th December. I cannot forget the date. I went to meet my friends from that incident, like from that place. I had bruises on my hand because the tire climbed my hand.
Oh my God.
Yes. I could not tell my friends what happened to me. I just lied that I had an accident. Because I didn't want to be put in that place to say, what did you go to do there? Why were you not there? Because the story was too long. This means that they gave me a dinner date at 6 p.m. and I only ate salad of 140 that time. Salad of 140, oh. Grandprince, I'm serious. I'm very serious.
What?
I only took salad of 140, 6 p.m. So the person actually had planned, and can I shock you? The guy had never asked me out before.
Oh.
So do not say someone was taking you now. He was not asking me out. It's someone I just grew up in the same neighborhood with. And we just used to talk. What's up with you? How is school? You're back in your Yes, I'm back. Okay, it's Christmas Eve. Let's salad 140. That's how they drove me around, taking me, and it was late. I kept saying I need to go home. I have my mother's that I used to give Christmas cards. They'll give my family to this family. I had my mother's cards that was to go and give people from that 6 p.m. and then go meet my friends for the Christmas Eve groove. The guy drove me around everywhere. The next thing, he zoomed into one lonely road. And just changed. Like the guy was like begging me, wait, hold on, we'll soon go. Sorry, please, my friends came from Abuja. He just changed on me and entered one lonely road. And my story changed. Just like that. I'm telling you real life story.
Crazy.
So I couldn't even say it. Even when I was not raped. But the stress of trying to explain and having people blame me for entering someone's car. Because they would say things like that. So you see, the point I'm making is there are lots of things that make victims unable to speak. There are a lot of things that people do and say that even makes people afraid of speaking up for victims. Because are you ready to take these victims through this journey? Because it's going to be a war. So the fact is that we're trying to let people understand that there's a place for victims in Nigeria, in the society. Listen to them, hear their stories, right? And try to investigate, help them find justice, don't just dismiss them. So you will not make people find it difficult to speak up next time. How did they treat the last person when she spoke up? That's it.
Important message being passed here, and I think it's very important that people realize that the moment you speak up, you're helping somebody else who, did not have the opportunity or the courage to actually speak up. And you're also helping people who are going to be, who project, like in the future, right? If anything happens, they're like, oh, this person actually did speak up. It's time to speak up. So that's one way we can actually just help ourselves, and become better. What is in the future for you?
The future for me is you remember when Oprah Winfrey just retired from broadcasting media? So they said that she had sponsored about 65,000 people to school, and about 450 of them showed up and said, and they said something. Without Oprah, we would not have been where we are. In amongst those guys, they had professors that Oprah had sponsored through school. So this is what the future holds for me. I want the future to hold for me. That people will tell their story of how they became superstars, and they said, Amazing Anniebet Francis gave me an opportunity. I didn't have to hustle. I didn't have to know someone. I didn't have to sleep with anybody. I didn't have to pay money for anything. She just saw me and said, you make a good actor. I want to work with you. I want to be part of people's success story, basically.
That's so beautiful. And
while making money.
Of course. Very important, because you need money to actually fund it, right?
To fund film.
And I just pray that God is going to really help you and hold your hands and walk you through, because it's just a beautiful course, It's a very selfless thing to do, especially for somebody who was aspiring to be in the spotlight, or even at the verge of being in the spotlight, withdrawing and saying, you know what, let me actually put people in the spotlight. It's very selfless, and kudos for that. How do we watch Higher Crime?
Higher Crime is coming to cinemas from June 14. And can I spill this? And we have gift items, right? We have gift items because of the subject the movie is addressing. We have phones to give out to lucky people in the cinema. So we have a Samsung A05 series phone. I think we have like 3 of that.
Ooh,
yes, and TV.
Spicy. Can I win one, please?
So we have that. So we are going to cinemas to find a lucky person who's going to be in the hall seeing the film to win those things, and we have t-shirts as well. The idea is that the movie is addressing a very topical issue, and it is actually very timely. So we want people to come out and see the film in cinemas. We are in Silverbird, Ozone. I'm sure if you we'll be seeing adverts, but you can start talking about it. Higher Crime. You can hashtag Higher Crime. You see a lot about the project.
What are your socials? How we can
reach? Amazing Anniebet on Instagram, Amazing Anniebet on TikTok, and Anniebet Francis on Facebook.
That's why you guys go follow up and just be part of the conversation and lend your voice to, especially when you watch the films, give feedback. I think it's, for a filmmaker, feedback is like very
helps a lot.
Important. Oh yeah, this is what I really loved about your film and stuff. Well, before I let you go, I usually play a game with all of my guests on the show. Are you ready?
Yes.
It's called the question game.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
And you have to answer me with a question.
With a question. Okay.
Yeah. And the question you're answering me with has to make sense. So basically, we're going to be having conversations with questions. Okay. We just have 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You just failed.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay.
Are you ready? You say yes. Let's do it again. Are you ready?
So do what?
To answer my questions. Do you think you're ready?
Questions about what?
About your movie. Are you excited about it?
Why should I be excited about it?
Why should you not be excited about it?
Because Lagos is stressing. I've answered the question. Oh my God. It's very interesting.
Let's play the second one. The second one is yes or no game.
Okay.
You don't say yes, you don't say no.
Okay.
Don't nod your head, don't shake your head.
Oh, wow.
You can use words like affirmative, absolutely, definitely, most
think so.
definitely, one-liners, you know, like that. Don't answer with sentences. Okay? 6 seconds. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Okay, your time starts now. You're excited about your movie, right?
Interestingly.
You said Lagos is stressing you.
Of course.
Have you had a fang since you came in?
Something like that.
Is it? You've had a fang?
Almost.
Almost.
I mean, if I was to take a sip of something, I'd probably be high by now.
I'm telling you, you probably do like how many shots?
Honestly.
By now.
But that's interesting.
But yeah, I mean, Anniebet, has been great having you on the show. Thank you for coming all the way from Uyo, my city, guys. That's like where my heart is, my city, all the way from my city to Lagos.
And we are absolutely proud of you.
Thank you.
for flying the Akwa Ibom flag so high.
Aww.
When we talk to people about pursuing careers and just trying to make the best for yourself, we use you as
Aww.
a reference point. We are proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Sincerely so.
Annie. Thank you. And I'm really proud of you as well.
Thank you.
Like people like you started doing stuff like this way before, you know, and you're still holding momentum. Yeah, you guys, we're done. All of you doing stuff over there. Thank you. So thank you so
we're
much.
trying to get you guys to come home for homecoming.
Hey, that'll
All
be
our
great.
creatives,
Listen,
yes,
that'll
yes.
be mad though.
Yes,
Think
all
about
our
it.
creatives that are doing absolutely well, we're going to find a way to bring you home.
That'll be mad.
To
honestly.
inspire and motivate. I mean, the young.
Imagine everybody in one space. Crazy
Honestly,
people in one space.
crazy to be absolutely
It would be
amazing.
great.
Having the Fiaki of this world.
Yeah.
And you. We have a lot of talented
We
people.
do. Well done.
Thank you.
Guys, go ahead, check out Higher Crimes in the closest cinemas to you. It's showing across, Silverbird cinemas and Ozone cinemas across the nation. Check this film out, and of course, send your feedback to Anniebet Francis and let us know what you think about it. Once again, thank you for showing up and chatting.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I really had fun.
Yeah, me too.
I don't feel like, is that the end of the show? We should
Yeah.
not end it now.
You guys, follow us across social media platforms at Popcentral TV, at This is Pop Central, and people of Pop __ on X, on Instagram, and TikTok, respectively. You can also follow Popcorn10 _ across all social media platforms. My name is Grandprince Athe, one word, across every social media platform. Until I come your way next week, be good and keep being the amazing person that you are. Goodbye.